Hi guys, so I've just pulled up at a conference centre. Today is Friday and I'm on a safeguarding course. I'm 25 minutes early, as usual. I always seem to get to these things really early, which is a bit annoying, but I'm going to go in and check that we are on the register, because what's happened is Marie booked us both on this course, or so she thought, and then it turned out that we weren't both booked on, it was just her. So she emailed about me and said, is Katie on? And then no one replied. So, who knows? I could be having a morning off here. However, I do really need safeguarding training because with being on maternity leave, I need a refresh because my brain's just not there, and if there was a safeguarding issue, it would take me a while to be like, right, what do I do? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just being able to know what I'm doing again. So it turns out my course is being cancelled. So now I'm going to have to go into work, otherwise I won't get paid. Spread it, Leo, like this. Spread it. That's it. Well done, Lucy. When you've got your glue on, you can use our pieces of paper to stick inside our heart. Start sticking some things on, Rose. You can get some more glue, look. Yeah. Hi guys, so today is mine and Dan's second wedding anniversary. He got me these gorgeous flowers and I've kind of just stuck the bow on that was attached, but oh, how gorgeous are these. I love hydrangeas. I've actually got some fake ones in the window, which you can't see. So I'm feeling very fortunate. I'm just getting ready to go to school. It is 11:45. I need to be there for past at the latest, so I think I'm going to leave now. My phone is only on 20%, but I'll just charge it in the car, I guess. Yeah. Let's go. But today I'm on outdoor duty. That's why I've got the school hoodie on. It's not something that I love to wear, but it's cold and I want to be warm. So I'm also taking my big coat with me to keep me nice and toasty. I totally forgot to take a water bottle yesterday and I was so thirsty, but I don't like to use the cups at school. I don't feel like they're clean. I get a full litre of water in this bad boy. Right. Okay, let's go. So yesterday I was observing some of the teaching students, so I couldn't teach my lesson. And what it was a sound lot OCD, so that the children can show that they can discriminate between sounds. For example, it'll play a telephone ringing, or it'll play a doorbell, it'll play the sound of someone brushing their teeth. And the children have to find the card that matches the sound. So I was watching one of the student teachers, and a different one of the student teachers was teaching my lesson for me. And she said that a few of them could get it, but not a lot of them. So I'm going to repeat that activity today just for myself, just so I can fully see which children are struggling. Because really, I feel like they should be able to do that. That's a bit worrying if they can't recognise the sound of a doorbell and things. So we shall see. So I was just going to do a Lycra activity today. We do that pretty much every single week, so I'm quite happy to repeat yesterday's activity and just see where the children are with that. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm literally just in for a couple of hours. I'm just going to go in, teach my lesson. I'm going to try and get the learning journals finished because I've got parent sessions on Thursday and Friday, and it's Tuesday now, so I need that completed. Most of the children are done. If you don't know what a learning journal is, it's basically, because children don't have exercise books in nursery, it's kind of a journal that we keep of photographs of them doing different areas of the curriculum. We write down what points on development matters that they are hitting. Development matters as part of the early years foundation stage, and we just kind of record like wow moments, anything that they do that's like special, or if there's any events on. For example, World Book Day was on the other day, so I took a photograph of them all in their pyjamas with their favourite stories, just that kind of thing. And then we use them as evidence for Ofsted because it shows where the children are hitting certain targets. And we also use them for parents, and parents get to keep them at the end of the school year. It's a nice little keepsake for them of everything the child has done while they were at nursery. So yeah, exciting. So I've got, most of my children's are up to date, but I think I've got 3 children who need more observations in because they've been absent, so I haven't had a chance to observe them. So last year I had 24 children because I was full-time, so that was a lot of learning journals, where this year I've only got 11 children, so that is amazing. It makes my life so much easier to be able to do the learning journals when I've only got 11 children. I feel like the top quality now, where last year I was rushing them, which I hated to do when you know that they're going to be used as a keepsake. It makes me sad, especially now I'm a mum. I totally understand even more how important these journals are. So I was feeling so tired this morning, but this is the thing, like you think, oh well, when you're part-time you'll get lying and stuff. No, not when you've got a baby. I was still up at 6 o'clock this morning, so it's now 10 to 12. But I've just had a medium cappuccino from Costa, and I had 3 shots of espresso in, so I'm starting to feel a bit more awake now, which is good. I might have another one mid-afternoon just to keep the caffeine levels aflowing. I need to go over the observation that I did with the student, with my partner teacher, because I wasn't overly impressed by the observation. The fact that the first one wasn't a very good lesson for a start, but I try to go in optimistic. I try to go in thinking, right, I'm expecting to see outstanding. I'd go in with a reflective eye rather than a critical eye, just to make sure that I'm giving them the best chance and I'm not just going in prejudging them, because I hate that personally in observations, when you can tell someone's come in and they're just trying to pick out bad things about your lesson that you can improve on. Oh, it drives me nuts. It always seems to be the leadership team that does that as well, and I am on the leadership team, so I want to be like the nice person in the leadership team that's like supportive to the teachers. Anyway, so I went in like that, but what I do, I set the bar at outstanding, and then gradually as the lesson goes on, if they're not obviously at that level, then I'll come down to good. If they're not at that level, it'll come down to requires improvement, and that, unfortunately, that's what happened. So I went in with high expectations, but the lesson just wasn't outstanding whatsoever. I would say it was requires improvement with some good. She did the life cycle of a chicken, but the objective that she had was for the children to be able to sort the life cycle of the chicken. So from the egg all the way through to a fully grown hen. She wanted to start at the egg, because then you have this whole debate of what comes first, the chicken or the egg. But she thought, well, as soon as the children see the egg first, because we got eggs delivered the other day, then they'll get the chick out of it. We'll start with the egg, which is fair enough. Yep, happy with that. But there was no kind of modelling to the children. It was just very wishy-washy. She handed out the pieces and the children literally put them in the order that she gave them. So she gave them the egg, then she gave them the fully sized hen, then she gave them the egg cracking. So the children ordered it that way. They didn't understand what she was asking them to do. So it was just a bit of a shambles, bless her. But she did teach vocabulary extremely well. They learned hatch, incubator, hen and cockerel, which was really good. And by the end they could all use those terms. So I said to her that was like a really good part of your lesson. but I would have personally thought it was a vocabulary lesson, not an understanding of the world lesson. But anyway, that guy just totally nearly drifted into me there. So yeah, there was that. But then the second lesson that I went to observe was a story time session. She didn't have any of the paperwork that I needed ready, which was bizarre. She didn't have a lesson plan, and when I asked her for a lesson plan, she said, oh, well, I've had to change it because I was going to use story spoons, but because it's the first time that I'm reading them the story, I didn't think they would have the knowledge. It just seemed unplanned, even though she knew I was coming, as if she thought, oh, I can get away with it because it's Katie. And I don't like that. Like, yes, I want to be the nice person who's observant, but I don't want people to think they don't have to make an effort. So I'm still trying to kind of develop my observation skills on staff, because yeah, it's a funny thing being on the leadership team. It really is. Anyway, so I need to talk to my partner teacher about it because she's her mentor, and I need to just sort of say, look, this is how she presented, what do you think? Because as far as I'm aware, she has been a consistently good teacher in her observations by my partner teacher, but I just thought she requires improvement. So yeah, not sure there. Hello. This is the CD we're going to use. Okay, so that's Tuesday done. My goodness, you wouldn't even believe what's just happened. So we're all queuing to get out of our car park because somebody had parked straight across the drive and just totally blocked us all in. So not just nursery school staff, but even primary school staff. So there's loads and loads of cars just stuck on this driveway for 10 minutes. So annoying. The worst thing is, the parent didn't even apologise. She just came up and was like, I didn't even know there was a meeting on. She didn't even say sorry. Huh. Rude. So anyway, can't complain. I'm leaving work. It's now 4:15, and I'm going to go and get Ryan and then get some tea. I haven't felt very well this afternoon. I don't know if I'm hungry. It's been really, really hot. I had to take that blue hoodie off that I was wearing because I was just like, it is hot. And we were doing door disco, so I was freezing this morning. I wrapped up to be warm while I'm outside, and then I was sweating. But anyway, I'm glad to be heading home. So I did the Sound Lotto game with the children, and they did absolutely fine on it. Every single one of them. My little boy who's got SEN has quite good understanding actually. I just gave him a choice of 2. So he had to, it was a doorbell, and I gave him the doorbell or the shower card, and he had to pick, and he chose the shower. So he was the only one who didn't seem to understand the question, but everybody else got it. Which is great, and I'll just do more sound discrimination things with him during child initiated time now that I know that he needs that. So we'll do different musical instruments and things like that. I'm going to play Mrs. Brown and Has a Box from the Letters and Sounds activities. So that'll be a good one where they match up the musical instruments. I hide one instrument in a box and sing Mrs. Gregory has a box, E-I-E-I-O, and in that box she has a, and then you shake the instrument or ding it or whatever, and the children have to find the matching instrument to that sound. So I think we'll play that at some point this week and just do lots of activities like that. Yeah, so that's where we are. Sorry I look an absolute mess. It's been one of those days. Yeah, I don't feel too great. I feel a little bit sick, a little bit nauseous today, but I'm just going to put it down to being hungry. See you guys later. Hi guys. So there's a school right next to where my mum lives, where I drop off Ryan in the morning. There's always teachers in, like, as I'm dropping off Ryan, and I still have a half an hour journey. I just think, one, they are very committed teachers, or 2, they've got a crazy headmistress who makes them go in super duper early, or 3, they're just bonkers. One of the 2. But yeah, I've noticed this on YouTube a lot as well. Like, the teachers seem to be going into work at like 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. Like, what's that all about?
I can take you out of there.
Hey, can I take a sausage and egg McMuffin meal, please?
Is that a double?
No, thanks.
Yeah, which drink would you like?
Cappuccino, please.
Anything else, eh?
No, thanks.
Which next window, thanks.
It's 8 o'clock. Don't need to be at work until 8:30, so plenty of time. For lunch today, I brought a pasta pot, which is not the most healthiest option. I'm not having a healthy day today. Cheese and tomato pasta. And then I've got some Sunbite crisps. These bad boys. And a twirl. Naughty, naughty. Got my McDonald's, what's taking so long? Today I'm going to change the outdoor gazebo area into a music area because it's so boring. And the children haven't got any musical instruments to play with at the minute, so yeah, I will show you that transformation as the day goes on. I better go because it's my turn.
See you later. What do you want?
Okay, this is the current gazebo situation. And the children build in here with these blocks, which is really tired and worn. We're going to move the blocks over to that area. I'm going to make this into a music area. That's the plan. Hiya, so I've just got home and I'm doing my assessments tonight. So this is what it looks like. When they first start nursery, I go over the statements in pink for the things that they can do, and I leave them blank for the things they can't do. And then they're all colour coordinated by dates of birth here. So if they're 24 to 26 months, they're blue, and so on and so forth. And it's alright that these are blue because they're on different sheets by that point. So let me just show you again. Okay, so when they start, they're on this one, which goes from birth to 11 to 16 to 26. And then we move up to these ones, which are 22 to 36 to 40 to 60. This child came at nursery below age expected, as you can see, 16 to 26 months, and this child is over 3 years old now. So lots of progress to be made. So I just get the corresponding colour. So for her it is grey. And then I start highlighting off where she is. And then I plot it all, which I will show you if I've got one in here. We plot it all on one of these. So we put the pink is where they were when they started, and that sets their targets. So this child has to finish as a 40 to 60 minus at least. Minus just means they've got a little bit of the box. Equals is they've got most of the box, so this would be equals, and plus is when they've got the full box. So yeah, that is how I'm spending my evening.